right, guys, let's get ready to, oh, I gotta hide this. Let's get ready to trade here. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome back, everyone. It's Monday, December 5th, 7:38 a.m. Eastern Standard, and I'm ready to go. Let's see if we got any tickers that are looking good and just overall what's looking interesting here to start trading. Pop. So right away on the scanner, we have a top gainer here, Sxtc. It's up 34%. You guys know I usually like tickers up around 40%, a little bit more. And I like to see volume. This ticker really doesn't check a lot of boxes on that front, so I'm not too interested. I do like the fact that we found a bottom here, but other than that, I'm not super interested in Sxtc at the moment. And just scrolling through the list, everything else doesn't really have that much volume, so I'm also not super interested in that and what we're seeing overall. Now I gotta say, and let me put on my second screen here, the SPY had a really good recovery the day before. So when I think this was like unemployment came out, fell off a cliff and bounced right back up, which is really good to see that. Billy, a ticker we've been trading on and off. I mean, look at this multi-day run here Billy has been having. Let's go to a 4-hour chart and you see it really nicely. Obviously, first this big move off the low from 8, and it's up like 300% from there. But if you go to, let's say, a 15-minute chart, we've been seeing this one almost every day pop up, doing a nice little gap move, consolidation, pop up, consolidation, pop up, consolidation, pop up, your little pullback, but then again, consolidation, pop up. So really classic gap and go, stair stepper more than anything. The gap and go is maybe a little bit weak. I found day trading Billy a little bit tough personally. But looking for these day trades on this one, I mean, once it breaks these big resistance zones, it's absolutely runs. So really nice overall behavior on Billy. NIO, another ticker in that category. Let's go to the 15 chart. Look at this one. Just a bunch of these gap days, back to back to back to back. And if you see it on the daily, similar situation here where popped up, held, popped up again, and right now on the 5-minute, you can see it popped up again. So man, we're getting a lot of these multi-day runners happening, and this wasn't really the case in the last, let me quickly go here. This wasn't really the case in the last, I don't know, couple months. We haven't really been seeing these multi-day runners anymore. And man, they are back, and they feel like they're back in full force. Another multi-day runner is XPEV. I mean, this ticker also just absolutely crazy, and even better day trading opportunities on this one. Really similar to NEO in terms of the daily performance. So NEO had also that performance right here where popped up, consolidated, popped up again. So rounded bottom, popped up, consolidated, popped up again. We have big time resistance. Probably the next major one is like 17.5 or so. Obviously 15. Psychological area. We're always looking for $1.50, and like now we're moving between $10 and $20, so that it's kind of a halfway point, a really significant one. So we'll be looking at that as well. But yeah, really nice stair-stepping action. Let's go back to a 5-minute chart, and you can see how we had a really significant pullback, 11% or so, and now we're ripping again. So you want to look for these multi-day runners, and you want to start sizing into them. What I've noticed personally for my for trading these kind of tickers is you want to accumulate near big time support. So let's say you're accumulating here, you would have maybe got stopped out, but let's say you were really convinced and you sized down a little bit more here at 11 or so, because this is where we had that multi-day support. You could have had an average maybe somewhere around 11.5 at this point, and then held for that overnight pop. Now, I didn't do that with XPEV or NEO, but I've been doing that with Coin and Square and some other tickers, and it's been working out really well. Now, what has not been working out well is when I start trying to day trade these non-very day tradable tickers, because they're more swing trade tickers, and I always geek myself out. I always end up stopping out. For example, here on Coin, we had a nice overnight swing trade, but I didn't walk away with that much profit on this one because I wasn't buying big time support. This ticker, okay, this time I bought this huge pullback here and I held overnight. The problem was it didn't, have that continuation I was looking for, and eventually got stopped out somewhere in this area. So this was like a 3-4% winner. Now this time I had a little bit of FOMO. It was breaking out because I missed my entries here to accumulate off a big support. I was trying to day trade it a little bit too much, and I ended up buying it here, holding all the way down here, and then eventually basically stopped out for break even. And again, instead of buying support, I FOMO'd. So instead of buying that big support, when it pulls back, I FOMO'd near the high. I bought a little bit more. I eventually stopped out for roughly break even, and then I missed that overnight gap. And it's just been happening to me a lot when I try to day trade these swing trading tickers. I want to show you guys, and I think I'll do a video actually about my recap, but day trading last month did not work for me at all. And this is bad because, day trading is like my income, more or less. That's how I make my money, or most of my money, let's just say. So it wasn't really that good. But swing trading stocks, I made $16,000 last month. So that's really where I made all my profits. And now I didn't actually end up doing that many trades, only 140 trades. But so my day trading, usually this is closer to 500, but also my win ratio was really bad. My risk reward was really bad. So everything was just really bad last month day trading. Now there wasn't that many opportunities, that's for sure. But there was also, I would say, a distraction on my end because I was so focused on swing trading. I only did 24 swing trades last month, but I had an 80% win ratio, 8% average winner, so really good risk reward there. And I kept cutting my losses really quickly on them, or holding too long, you could say, averaging down on a few. But we're on overall like such a nice bottom below us, so that's really where my account shined yesterday or last month. So I think I'll talk a little bit more about this in an upcoming video, but I just wanted to kind of drop it here because I felt like it was really significant. This is the first time I made significantly more money swing trading than day trading, and I think it's going to be a really important one to dive into a little bit more. But if there was a takeaway right now that you guys are like, oh, okay, Alex, what does this all mean for me? First of all, day trading for me personally has been very choppy. It's really inconsistent. I think there's money to be made, but you got to be really focused on it. And when you see those opportunities pop up, you got to jump on them. I've been letting a lot of these opportunities just ride by me because I don't really trust the market right now, and I don't have that conviction. So if you're a day trader, have that conviction, go for it. Be quick to cut your losses, but just go for it and stick to your main strategy. For me, I've been really distracted between two strategies, especially adding some of the options I've been doing, and it's been really throwing me off. I think if I didn't do any swing trading, any options trading, I think I would be green last month for day trading. But again, I tripped over myself a lot. So what I want to do is clean up my swing trading strategy and focus back more on day trading because I know I can do better on it. And I want to do a little bit more hands off on the swing trading. So I think that's really a big thing I want to start implementing going forward. Yeah, and if you are doing swing trading and you want like these multi-day runners like XPEV, like Coin, Square, so on and so forth, I would personally say, and this is what I'm going to do for myself, don't chase these tickers. Wait for, if it just had a 10% pullback or a 10% run, 20% run, wait for that pullback around VWAP, maybe below VWAP. Start sizing in a little bit slowly. Give it some time to breathe. Wait for that 4-hour trend to, start forming a 4-hour trend. Like if you missed this whole run up like I did, I actually bought again here, or waited for, and this is Square. Wow, so similar to Coin. So this is, yeah, okay, Coin's up here. So I missed this whole run up, but I bought here, and then it had this nice 4 or 5% move. I should have taken my profits. Again, pulls back, big 4-hour support. I should have bought back, and I would have been down a little bit at one point, but ultimately I'd be up 8%. So it's like, instead, I do a lot of I overthink these trades a lot lately, and it's a little bit stressful because I didn't do that in October. I wasn't overthinking my swing trades. For some reason, November, near the end, specifically near the end, not in the beginning, but near the end, like the last 2 weeks of November, I was all over the place with my swing trading, and I could have literally had like a $30,000-$40,000 month swing trading, but I messed up so many swing trades last month. So I just want to share that with you guys, and I think I'll do a more in-depth video about this. Let me know in the comments or in Discord or anywhere if you have anything specific you want me to focus on. I know I've had some feedback on diving more into my swing trade, so boom, there you have it. Yeah, there's Coin. let's dive into a little bit of news here. And before actually we dive into the news, let's just very quickly look at the SPY, see what's going on this wildebeest of a everything. Trade tools. Let's go to the daily. And yeah, the SPY is found support and it's actually crawling back up. Right now it's back at 404. So the question is, are we going to get that move to like 420, 415 that we were talking about? It already did the 410 move that I was hoping for, that I was feeling like is very likely. So I feel like it checked a lot of boxes, and I'm pretty satisfied with the move. But again, I did not capitalize on it properly because I kept on scratching out so much. It was very stressful. And I took two big options losers. I had the right idea, but my strike price was off and my timing was a little bit off in the expiration. And I had two big losers on options, even though my prediction came true. It's just my timing on the expiration was off and my strike price was off. So very frustrating with the option swing trading results end of last month as well, because those could have been huge winners. So yeah, let's see going forward here for December. I mean, there's a lot going on. Manufacturing coming out Tuesday. This week isn't going to be so stressful. I think PPI is going to be kind of important here on Friday, so we'll want to watch this one. Core inflation, this is really the big one that comes out. We also have Fed rate, it's coming out. We'll definitely want to be watching that. We have retail sales, will be kind of interesting, but these aren't really so significant, I feel like. Personal spending, okay, that's kind of significant. Yeah, so these are some of the bigger ones I think we'll want to be looking at. And so December 13th and 14th, so next week, are going to be really crazy. So this might be one of our rare weeks where we don't have like Momo overload or macro news overload. Thank baby Jesus. So yeah, I think we might be very optimistic here the next 4 days. We might like see some top heavy action, and then eventually when that CPI and the Fed decision comes out, I think we're going to start trending back down. I could be totally wrong, but I always like to have a plan in my mind. If the plan doesn't go right, so what? So be it. That's fine. But if it does go right, at least I'm able to generate trades based on that. And if it goes wrong, I can always make adjustments, right? A bad plan is better than no plan. So I always like to have a like a 1 to 2 week plan in mind. Let's just go through some other news while we wait for a gapper to pop up. Yeah, because right now there's not really anything popping up worth looking at, I think. I might enter Coin or Square eventually again as well. I just want to let you guys know, because both these tickers are starting to pull back a little bit, slightly below VWAP, and I would like to accumulate for some more multi-day action, which right now really seems to have that potential. So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, okay, let's go to the news. Have you guys been watching your FIFA? So Saturday, USA lost to the Netherlands. It's crazy. Such a small country. Slayed the USA. Argentina beat Australia. Japan, Croatia today. Brazil, South Korea. France beat Poland 3-1. Yesterday, England beat Senegal 3-0. Today, Morocco, Spain, and tomorrow, Portugal, Switzerland. Interesting stuff. So Netherlands, Argentina, that's going to be a fun one to watch, I think. Look, this giant tortoise is thought to have been born in 1832, meaning it turned 190 years old this weekend. That's reckless. These year-to-dates are always a good overview. So oil's up almost 7% year-to-date, while NASDAQ down 27% almost, S&P rounded around down 15, and Dow down 5%. That's really not that bad, only 5%. Bitcoin down 63%, right now it's $17,000. Yeah, the jobs report really threw people off a little bit on Friday. The West is putting, or the G7 countries are putting a price cap at $60 a barrel on Russian oil. And you might think, how the heck are they going to do that? And this is what they decided. Western countries dominate the maritime industry that Russia relies on to ship its oil. So the G7 is telling Western companies that they can't ensue, finance, or ship Russian oil that's more than $60 a barrel. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Here we go. Russia's response, they made a shadow fleet of 100 ships to help move oil without relying on Western maritime companies. They basically said they're not going to accept it. Iran official says morality police will be disbanded. That's seems to be some really good progress. It's almost time to make a coffee. U.S. eliminated from World Cup. There was literally an attack in North Carolina's power grid. What? Damaged by gunfire? How reckless is that? I don't know if we could support the New York Times anymore. Let's see. I've already removed it from our news channels that we read. Jules, you can't post any links in the YouTube, but you can in the Discord, so just post it there, and I'll be happy to check it out. At least I don't think you can post any links. Feel free to try. But I appreciate you sharing information. More than 1,000 members of the New York Times Union are threatening to walk out Thursday. The 81st anniversary of Pearl Harbor attack is on Wednesday. How crazy is that? The 81st anniversary of Pearl Harbor attack is on Wednesday. Trevor Noah will end his 70-year run as host of The Daily Show on Thursday. Wow. ATM leaderboard? What? What? Rank the balances of everyone that used it. That's so uncomfortable. And who puts 3 million in their bank account? Just doesn't seem like a good idea. Wow, TikTok's viral challenges keep luring young kids to their deaths. What? What is going on? What's the blackout challenge? Whoa, that is heavy. Oh my God, that is crazy. This is the most disturbing article I think I've read in weeks. Damn, that is... Yeah, that was heavy. I'm gonna have to I'll have to get over that one. That is so traumatizing. Imagine being their parents. You freaking lose it. Yeah, honestly, like you have to really decide. Like giving your kid a phone is really dangerous to some extent. Like this sounds ridiculous, but I didn't have a smartphone until I was like 19 or 20. Not because my parents didn't allow it, just because I don't know. It was just not really a thing. Also, I was born in '92, so that was like 2011 roughly. I was 18, so smartphones weren't really taking off yet. Like a few kids had smartphones, right? So it was like I'm kind of lucky that I came late to it. But man, if, like getting access to like Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff, at like 5, 8 years old, I'm so happy that didn't happen to me. I feel like yeah, Jules says he got his first phone at 29. Yeah, see, even that's probably even better. But I feel like at one point you actually kind of need a smartphone, kind of depending on what you do. Like for me, I greatly benefit from my smartphone, but even me, I have to put a lot of restrictions on it. Like I make sure it goes into black mode by 8 p.m. I make sure I have like I don't really have restrictions, but because sometimes I need to post on social media for my YouTube and stuff. But if I didn't, I would definitely put time restrictions on social media. I make it really hard to go into an app, so I have to do like multiple steps. Otherwise, if I'm bored, I'll just click it right away. So like even me, I set these barriers to entry up. So a 5-year-old with or 8-year-old with a smartphone with 0 barriers to entry, I mean that is just a recipe for disaster. So that is heavy stuff. I see the website you shared, 12foot.io. So it's like if you want to get access to a news site, apparently you can just type in the article here. News sites want Google to index their content so it shows up in search results. They don't show a paywall to Google crawler. That's crazy. So they cached unpaywalled versions of the page. Interesting. there we go. 12foot.io if you guys are interested. It's also in the Discord. Thanks for sharing. I'll probably use it from time to time. Whew. All right, well, that was a pretty heavy session already. Let's see if there's any other KPIs or any other things that we missed here. Former President Trump was criticized by both reps and Democrats for urging for termination of parts of the Constitution. Apple is accelerating its plans to move some production outside of China. The espresso martini made the top 10 list of most ordered cocktails at U.S. bars this year, displacing the Manhattan. I'm not a big fan of the Manhattan, but I do like the espresso martini. Like, if I know I'm going to have a long day, although I don't really get an espresso martini, I usually get a White Russian or something like that. But an espresso martini is very nice. Like, in September, I drank quite a few espresso martinis. Why is it making such a big comeback? Was it like on a movie or something? It really hits the spot, those cocktails. Become an expert data storyteller. Oh boy. All right, let's keep going here. And just looking at the market again really quickly, we always want to have 2 eyes on the market, or like at least 1 eye, like a shark. Just constantly, you want to know what's going on. Yeah, man, Jules, that TikTok article is really disturbing. It's kind of painful to even think about. Man, I really feel for those parents. And the crazy part is, even if you did, like, let's say, limit your child's exposure to the phone, just phones in general, and smartphones and apps, there's a good chance their friends at school are still going to be telling them, hey, have you done this? You know, so I don't even know if there's really a way around it. You have to just, I don't even know the best answer is. It's terrifying. Okay, so far so quiet. All right, it's 8:11. I'm gonna make a coffee. I will be RB. All right, guys, welcome back. Ensc being called out. It's up 30%. Not too bad. Not too bad. Nice little pop here. I'm not sure if I would have traded that, but hey, that last little pop was 8%. That was actually pretty clean. You know, this is probably the first ticker that actually had some potential. So I'm going to Ensc. So I'm going to put it on our list here. Good call out for sure. Let's look into this one a little bit more. Let's see what we got. And first of all, cheers, guys. Prost. Fifteen-minute chart, you can kind of see that 280 is insane resistance. We did have that pop over it. I would say, you know, let's keep an eye out for that 350 zone. We have some resistance around 3.2 as well. So it's still crawling higher. 5-minute is above the former 5 minutes. That's a really good sign. It's not A+ because it's not making a new high just yet. Sad ending for Ensc so far. Coin, I just want to kind of point out the fact that this one is starting to move below a very critical trend line, which it does sometimes, but we were really riding this trend line for a while, and now we're officially below it, so let's keep an eye on that. I would actually like coin to pull back a little bit more. I think scooping some of this ticker up closer to like 47.5 or so would be really sweet. So I'd just do a starter size if we saw that. Actually, you know what? Instead of forgetting to do that, let me just go ahead. Place 47.23. I'll place some shares there. Or actually, I wanted to maybe even move that a little bit lower. Oh, that was 73. I was like, what? Why is that so high? Wow, Ukrainians say they hid orphan children from Russian deportation. That's talk about changing the destiny of somebody. You know, you'd either grow up in Russia as an orphan or grow up in Ukraine and have no idea where you originally were from, regardless of where you grew up, I guess. Or specifically if you're deported to Russia. There's a wave of anti-feminism sweeping South Korea. Who would have thought? All right, so far we're starting to see a lot of repetition in the news. Ensc fell off a cliff. This is why I don't trade anything on the backside below VWAP. It's just nasty, at least day trading wise. Explosions hit Russian air bases deep inside Russian territory. Good for the Ukrainians, scary for the world in a way. A lot of football news. Wow.
IoT semester. So as you'll notice, nothing happened. It buys a NASDAQ. We de-authenticate using an invalid card. It gives us a little red light flash and a buzzer.
No sir, not me.
Dang, people are getting really creative here. BBBY now short interest at 45%. Man, this might just be a blind buy. Canvas or Carvana as well at 8. BYND. BYND actually had a little bit of a bottom bounce already. Pulling back. Could be a good multi-day hold. I mean, just these, I don't really like the company, but I just think, you know, these prices we're seeing across the board on some of these stocks are just, I don't know how much lower they can go. Coinbase, I mean, Bitcoin looks like it's actually finding a bit of support here again. Starting to crawl up from the lows. Silver up 11%. Wow, Tencent up almost 11% in the last 7 days. Bitcoin up 7%. Facebook, big move off the lows, 13% in the last 7 days. High US investor buying here on Coinbase. Look at this. Pesky Penguins at 2.5 floor. So we bought some more Pesky Penguins at about 1.5. So already up 100% on our Pesky Penguin position. The problem is I bought most of my Solana with an average of like $60. So my Solana position is really, really low. So $8.36, waiting for maybe some setups to come in, but for now things are looking slow. You guys see that volume push on Sxtc? That's pretty nice. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this one. 200 shares. 17% pop, really not bad. Officially over $1. I'm gonna mark Iova as well, just because it's the second lead gapper right now. If they have dots over a 5% share, yes, or if they're a directors or C-level. So we can actually check that out right now together. Let's do that. It's a good idea. Let's go to FinViz. Iova. And let's also go to the SEC and then type in Iova. We'll see pretty much the same thing. And let's actually go back one. $1 billion company now. So director here bought 6.5, 10 million shares. That's a good sign. $65 million worth. That's insane. So this guy. What's up, Bren? Oh. You don't have 3 providers like the good old days. Yeah, what was that? That was 2020, I think it was. Yeah, 2020 when we had internet outages every single day. I thought I was going to lose my mind. And then we had 3 providers, I think, at one point. We really did. I got like a unlimited mobile. I had DSL, and then I had the cable. Oh my god, my blood pressure just spiked just thinking about that. That was so stressful. The problem was the DSL was God forbid, Omar, God forbid. The FTM token. I'll look into that in a second. Okay, let's check it out. I don't even know what FTM is. Do you short this into the open? Listen, I don't know. I have no idea what this thing is, but it's clearly on a front side. I don't think I would short something like this that's running up. If it was on a backside like here and it had a failed move, maybe trying to break back above the 9 EMA, this to me is a good short opportunity. Obviously, hindsight is always 20/20, but this is on a front side, so I personally would not. I personally would not short this. Oh, you're saying the Binance chart. Sure, let's pull up the Binance chart. With Tether, very similar. Yeah, it would be a no short for me. Well, don't let me tell you what to do. I'm just saying for myself, it would be no go. Maybe it is a great short. I mean, you definitely know more about this than I do in terms of Phantom, FTM. I have no idea what's going on with this one. Maybe it's a great catalyst coming up. Maybe there's going to be something that fails. I have no idea. So yeah, it's 2 business days to report Form 4. By the way, we were talking about that with Iova. So if this guy Rothbaum sells, we'll know within 2 days, latest. So maybe he's already out. Who knows? I mean, it's had a nice little run, but if he bought it at 650, he's probably looking for a move over 10, I would assume. So this could be the next multi-day runner, Iova. Nice pop there, up 30%. Now it's already up like 50, 60%. Let's do a little bit of mapping here on Iova. I would actually like to do maybe a little bit of a multi-day swing trade on this one, because that's really where the Momo is at right now. And then this area, major support and resistance. I mean, this ticker goes all the way back, but I don't like looking usually so far back on a ticker like this just because of dilution, but it actually doesn't look like Iova has any dilution. So you can see here roughly at like 7, this was actually a key support zone. And again, somewhere in this area we had a nice initial bounce, so these areas do tend to repeat themselves quite nicely. So next high is like roughly around 9. We might have some continuation on this one. So big time resistance here around 865 temporarily. Yeah, and this was the director buying here these 10 million shares. So that's really cool to see this. You can see 10 million shares pop up perfectly right here. That was crazy. And he was able to get that executed pretty well. So that's, I mean, some serious insider trading. Brent says, bro, you're no go, I'm no go. Oh man, pressure. Okay, so this is a 15-minute 9 EMA. We're still holding above that. Let's go to the 4-hour, get a better read on this one. Right now we are having a micro pullback. I think anything in this kind of like 750 zone could be a really good buy. So I'm gonna put an alert here on this one. And I'll probably see how much lower it can go. Oops. Let's see, this was like a 7% pullback. Then we popped up here, found resistance, and probably get a somewhere similar pullback. Anything around 7.5, I would actually really like to maybe accumulate this one for a multi-day run. I'll put in a limit order here, and we'll put 100 as well, just to like be in the game a little bit on this one if it breaks. SPY just found really nice support off of 404. Maybe it's going to be a little bit like the FIFA documentary pull neck. That's actually a pretty good one. The FIFA Uncovered. Oh dang, Brent, that sounds freezing. Wifey took me for a cold plunge in the ocean, was 33. Yikes! Like the outside temperature 33? That's heavy. Two minutes. Heavy. Man, that bounce on the SPY looking really good. And the other ticker I want to just give a little bit of a mention here is Square. It has moved back above this really critical support, had a nice bounce off of 67. Right now it's like at 67.4. I think this could be a really nice ticker to jump on. So I'm going to also put in some limit orders on this one, 200 shares. That's about $14,000. Ideally get a full size, about $20,000. I do like the potential support around 67, so I would be looking for a little bit of a lower entry I'll put it here for now. And then if it goes lower, I'll accumulate a little bit more. These are all swing trade potentials. Still waiting on a ticker for some day trading though. Vitamin D, Bren, vitamin D for that seasonal depression. Man, XPEV is just looking so healthy. For my day trading, I haven't really increased size that much. I think my biggest trade was like $30,000. For my swing trading, I'll sometimes get a little bit more aggressive on size. For large caps like coin, I'll sometimes do around 45,000. But in general, I haven't really increased size because like my average trade on day trading is like 5,000-6,000 right now, which is very, very small size just because I don't really see. I have a little bit low conviction right now in small cap day trading, so I just haven't really been sizing. Haven't really been seeing those opportunities. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta remember, Regio, every trade comes with a little bit different amount of risk, so you want to adjust position size accordingly. Also, the better the setup, the bigger size you go. That's simple. Iova back at it again, found support, started crawling up here. This could actually be a good day trade. Oh, it's very low volume. Dang it, that makes it very unattractive for day trading. Okay, it's not a day trade for me personally. It needs more volume. Regio calling SHPH. Man, yes, SHPH, what a freaking runner. The problem is it never had enough volume to really make me want to trade it, and it popped a little bit later than I was streaming, but streaming and trading. But nice 5-minute action for sure. I mean, overall not too bad. A little bit choppy, but kind of nice seeing that. Possible entry on Square coming up. Got another 11 minutes before the market opens. Top gainer is still very limited right now. Possible entry coming up on SQ. XPEV kind of having some issues right now. Pop below VWAP again. XPEV has had such a nice multi-day run. Perfect stair stepper. Another 7 minutes before the market opens. Right now it's very calm and relaxed out here. Very, very relaxing. So hopefully we get a little bit more action in terms of small caps or any sort of Momo play. Possible swing trade entries on Square, Coin, and Iova. XPEV could be good, but I would have wanted to accumulate maybe a little bit sooner on XPEV. I wouldn't be surprised if an offering came in as well on that ticker, so we will see. There's that entry on Square we were talking about, long 200 shares. Possibly get a full size of 300 shares, just a little bit of a heads up. What a spread on this ticker, crazy. Oh man, pole neck, that's brutal. That is brutal. That's good, that's good. Another 4.5 minutes before market opens. It kind of looks like the SPY might break here below 4.4. That was a really weak bounce off of it, and now it's making a classic ascending channel. If there was a time to short or buy puts pre-market, I feel like this would be one of them. I think I would even consider it, because this is one of my favorite, absolutely favorite shorting patterns. It's a little hard to exactly outline this one because it's not as clean, but an ascending channel is a really nice setup. Okay, Square broke 67, so I might get that extra 100 shares. Coin down at 47.6, could be a good fill at one point. Kind of looks like Iova is actually doing pretty well. If we get some sort of morning panic, I think I'll jump on that one. I'm not sure if we will though. We got another 2 minutes before the market opens, and I'm also looking at Coin, seeing if where we can maybe get a potential entry on this one. Yeah, I agree with Tom that SHPH could be something today as well. Oh, that's a good meme. 1,000 shares ready to go on SHPH at the open. Let's see if we can get that pop over 3. We might have a nice run to 3.5 or so. $4, big time resistance as well. These are all just critical zones to keep an eye out. Maybe even like 392. $1.50. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. $30. Time force day, so we don't trip over ourselves. Tucking in my shirt because I'm kind of cold. Let's go. Let's see it. 11 seconds. Good luck, guys. SHPH back above, almost back above VWAP. It's a bit of a gapper, so still very strong. Maybe we'll see a bit of a pullback first. Coin is right now rocketing higher. XPEV selling off a little bit. Just missed that first entry on XPEV. I mean coin. XPEV, wow, really drastically selling off right now. Nice recovery though. Small recovery. Square moving up. Had an eye on Iova, but I would like to buy it off some bigger support, to be honest. I don't want to chase in this area. XPEV found support, pop right back up again. I don't know if I want to trade that though. I don't know how I feel about this open. Billy up for the millionth time as well. Billy is just on an absolute run. Killer of a run. I need SHPH to get back above VWAP. So it was a good entry that we got on Square, a nice little pre-market entry. Streaming on TikTok? No, I just talk on Discord mostly, Bren. Iova selling off, XPEV selling off, Coinbase not really holding that spike. So Coinbase looks like it's going to continue selling off as well. I'm going to go ahead and move down this limit order a bit. SHPH might be back in play soon. Iova selling off. Honestly, Polnek, I think Neo and XPEV are just they might be done, but they might be a foreshadow of what's to come with some more swing trading potential. Bren's actually a moderator in the Discord, Regio, but I know he's been busy for a while, so maybe he's not checking his Discord. Square giving back on that one. That's fine. Plan to hold it for a bit. TOPS being called out. TOPS has been just such a crazy ticker. With that really strong multi-day run and then freaking just getting destroyed all the way back to 180. Just gotta be careful with these multi-day runs because eventually the offerings come in, especially on a ticker that trends below VWAP. It's never a good sign. XPEV, kind of interesting here. There he is. Look at him. Look at that profile picture too. Wow, Iova had an aggressive sell-off. Coin found support again. That was actually really nice support on coin, so I'm just going to go ahead and place the limit order a little higher. Strong sell-off on XPEV. Looking for Iova to find support. Looks like it did find a bit of support. Had a nice move here off of 7-8. But I kind of feel like it's a dead cat, so I'm not jumping on it yet. Wow, huge move on coin. XPEV had an amazing bounce off of 12, which big 180 SMA support. DBGI being called out for day trade potential. Doesn't look too bad. A little flashy of a ticker, but overall actually looks pretty okay. SHPH really not doing anything interesting. Nice good support on DBGI. Coin had a 4% move already. It's really strong. Kind of chasing my entry on this one, seeing if we can get an entry. Looking for that break of 50. Still waiting for Iova to pull back a little bit more. DBGI had a nice move. Good call out, Tom. Looking for coin to break 50. I'm not sure if we'll get it. Wow, look at that move on Apple. Yeah, crazy move. It also looks like it found a little bit of support. XPEV, aggressive sell-off on XPEV. Still waiting for Iova to maybe break this really critical spot at 7.8, but it's trending higher, or almost trying to trend higher. It needs to break back above VWAP. I'll put an alert here on this one. Looks like it bought coin a little bit too soon. Had a bit of a pullback here. Broke VWAP, so that's not a good sign. Lately, coin I've been a little bit off on my swing trades on coin. I keep buying them a little bit too high, which is kind of stressful because I end up kind of scratching out of them all the time, and then the move actually happens that I wait for. So I've been doing pretty poor trading on coin compared to how I have been doing it. Alright, so I entered 2 swing trades already. Iova never fully went down. I'm not seeing any tickers that I want to start day trading. DBGI was maybe the closest thing I saw to a ticker I would maybe consider day trading, but at the same time, a little bit too choppy, and volume could have been much, much nicer. Wow, there's a pop though. Nice move on DBGI. The resistance on this ticker is heavy, but we broke over 4.5. Maybe we'll get a run to 5. Trying to get an entry here. Got an entry at 4.5. Would have been nice to have a little bit of a lower entry. Jumped in at 49, looking for that move over 4.6. Small size for now. Still 5 minute on a good front side. Yeah, I chased coin again, so I went against literally what I just said this morning for my swing trades. Buying off of support is what it is. DBGI could be bouncing a little bit quicker. Still 5 minute looks good. We're on a new 5 minute, so it has that potential to keep popping over 4.6. Just feels a little bit light here. I'm gonna cut a little bit size. Don't really want to see that pop much lower. I'm going to stop out at 41 if we approach it. Right now it's still looking weaker. Yeah, kind of weak there. I don't like the fact that we didn't get quick resolution. I was looking for maybe a 1 minute pullback and then quick continuation back up. But this kind of sell-off right here, you got to be really careful. So that's a no-go for me. Tough day for day trading small caps. I don't really see much that really gets me that excited. So pretty tricky. Iova still trending lower, so this could be a good entry at one point. My Coinbase. So our swing trade obviously doesn't have a good start. I didn't size up to my full position. I'm at a little over half my position. Unfortunately, the thing is I had my limit order right here to begin with at 47. So that's really frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, very frustrating. That I had the right idea, I just needed to leave my limit order. So coin, like many other tickers we've been looking at, are all still on a really nice front side trend. The problem was that $50 rejection was quite aggressive. I was looking for that, you know, continuation here to 52. Right now it's still on our overall 4-hour front side trend, but I could have got a much better entry, so I'm a little disappointed in myself about that. I'll go ahead and keep watching it here. Maybe we'll adjust it at some point, but you know, ideal size is 1,000 shares. Iova still struggling to get back above VWAP. I have a limit order to size into this one around 7.6. I'll put my limit orders a little bit lower on it. See if we can get a fill more like in this area. So right below the 50s. Or right before the 50s, I meant to say. SHPH is trying to get back in play here. Possible break back above VWAP. Wow. Right away, just did it. A little bit of a flushy ticker, but it's definitely in play right now. Found that big support off of 2.5. Looking to see if this holds. So far it's holding really nicely, that VWAP. Neo and XPEV are really struggling right now. Good pop there on SHPH. $9.52. Unfortunately, only one loss on DBGI in terms of day trading. So not a very eventful day for me. SHPH pulling back. Still no entry on Iova. Thought we were going to get a little bit more of a pullback on that one. Support came in pretty strong around 7.8. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I was on mute. So all I was saying here is I messed up on my coin entry again. I was saying pre-market. It's a little annoying because I literally said pre-market, set limit orders up and forget them. And I messed it up. So last month we walked away with $16,000 in profit, our swing trading, but we could have easily been at $40,000-$50,000 swing trading. But the second half of the month, I just did one mistake after another, managing my swing trades too much on the entries and exits. But basically the entries, I would start FOMOing a little bit too much, and I would remove my limit orders, and that's exactly what I just did with coin again. So I should be long. I am long coin like I want to be, but I should have been long around 47. So we should only be slightly down on this one. So a little bit frustrating for sure. It is what it is, but hopefully I can clean up my swing trading. I mean, still, we made 16,000 last month, so it's not like I'm doing everything wrong, but I've been messing up a lot more than I should be, and that's a little bit frustrating. DBGI still on a nice little front side trend here, has a lot of resistance right above it. I'm not sure if it's going to break here, but I think it's still worth watching, so let's do that. Nice move there above 80. That was the move I was ultimately looking for. Sloppy trading on my end. So today I'm down $22. Let's move all these to there. I don't know why these are not moving. So I only day traded DBGI today. I'm down $22. The rest are swing trades. New swing trade entries. So kind of a slow day for me personally. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more action. I'm not sure why these are not moving over. I'll do some organization work, I guess, later. Doesn't seem to be working. SHPH popping up. Back above VWAP as well. So yeah, only 3 trades today so far. It's really crazy. I mean, any normal trading day for me typically in this account is 25 trades on average. So it's a little bit stressful how slow things have been for my trading strategy, but that's fine. It's just a lot of like sitting and waiting. I could have done better on DBGI for sure. I think this break back above VWAP was pretty telling. Again, I was a little bit distracted with my swing trades, which paid off last month, but like I said, I should have set those limit orders and forgot them, and then I would have been more focused on DBGI. FTM, Bren. Right now it's having a nice little pullback on a 4 hour. Maybe we'll see continuation, but you would have been right shorting it at the open. About, yeah, somewhere in this area. Right now it is on a 15-minute backside, so not too bad there. It could be worth watching DBGI in this area. Maybe it's going to keep crawling back over 4.8. It needs to do a little bit more of a 5-minute setup, so I think that could be kind of interesting. Snow down 6% today, huge pullback, huge red day. So the ISM non-manufacturing PMI came out, and that kind of pushed the market down. Could be some really nice entries for swing trading. I like the overall support we're seeing. I'm going to keep an eye out for some of these tickers. Put a limit order on Square, see if we can get back above 50, 65, and then from there on, whoops. So full size on Square is 300 shares, so I was waiting to do that. Full size on Coin would be 1,000 shares. Got my Square entry. I'm not sure if what I'm going to do yet on Coin. If I end the stream before I do anything, I'll let you guys know in the Discord, obviously. Look at XPEV really fast here. XPEV. Look at this massive support zone we are coming towards on 11:30. I don't think I would feel comfortable swing trading this one just because of the insane multi-day run it's already had. But as we see this one maybe starting to bottom out at one point, or let's say it does dip below the 180 SMA and it actually crawls back above that and starts holding its highs again, I think XPEF could be in play. But at this point you're catching a falling knife, so I don't want to do that. Reggie is wondering if I'm swing trading to eventually put a stop to day trading. Yes and no. Like, I think I'll always be day trading, but my goal is to practice my swing trading strategy more and more. So eventually I'll have a really good swing trading strategy before I have a lot of funds to invest. So let's say I grow my Roth IRA to $1 million, which we're well on our way. We've already grew it from $1,000 to what, $80,000 now? Yeah. So now let's say we grow it now to $1 million. I'm not going to be able to day trade with $1 million the way I day trade. You know, I think it's going to top out around $250,000. So what I want to do is, you know, start allocating those funds that I have that are just sitting around. So I want to start working on that swing trading strategy ahead of time, so eventually I'll be ready to capitalize and then allocate more aggressively. So, you know, very long-term horizon stuff. But I think I'll always be day trading. I really enjoy the frontside Momo trading and the challenges that come with it. Yeah, Regio. I think it kind of tops out there, especially with these small caps that we're normally trading. Obviously not in the last, you know, month or two. It's been really slow. But like the normal small caps that we're trading, like, you know, once you're dealing with like a 250,000 size, you're going to be dealing with a lot of slippage, and I don't know if I would even go more than that. So basically practicing a second strategy. I might be done day trading for today though. I've only done what, 3 trades, not really seeing anything that makes me super excited. Usually by now I'll have seen it, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Iova is actually doing what I was waiting for. I thought it was going to sell off a little bit more, but it's holding its highs really good. I'm going to keep watching this one. Would you guys like to see a stream of my recap? I'll try to keep it really, really short. But I'm thinking doing a few streams and additional streams a month or every week. Very, very short ones. Probably followed up with like a 5-minute Q&A session. So if you guys would be interested, let me know, either in the Discord or on YouTube. Regio is wondering if I should look at or asking me if I should look at RLX. For now, it's still in a downtrend. Just broke that really critical support here at 2.5. Honestly, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Coin, which doesn't look so good right now. I don't know, I'd be a little bit top heavy. I had to blow off top. Yeah, this looks just like Coin, and I'm thinking about cutting half the size on Coin. Right now it's still in a total downtrend, so be careful. Dots is wondering if I would accumulate stocks for dividends. Yeah, I actually had a dividend portfolio for a long time, but I don't think I would do that in my Roth IRA. I think if I was going to make a dividend portfolio, it would be in a normal account. DBGI just had a blow off top, at least on the 5 minute, although it's kind of a shaky ticker in general. Coins is still selling off. That position went south real fast. All right, DBGI is actually still punching it, not so bad. MACD is starting to get a little bit negative here, and somehow I'm just not in a flow state today. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm down $20.16 on the day. So Mondays are usually never my best day. I think I'm just gonna manage my risk by not doing any other, I guess, trades. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit of FOMO on DBGI. My read on this ticker has been just slightly off this whole time, which is a little bit frustrating. I kind of knew what was going to happen in a way, like in terms of like just price action, just watching it, getting a feel for it, but somehow I couldn't execute on it properly. It's just one of those days. I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for maybe some more swing trade entries, specifically Iova. If I do enter or exit anything, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. That's where all the good stuff happens. Stay tuned for a little bit of a second live stream today. Probably happening around, I don't know, let's say, we'll put in time on it, but maybe around noon Eastern Standard Time, 12:30, something like that. So I'll see you guys there again today, very briefly. You'll see on my YouTube channel the scheduled stream popping up shortly as well. All right, guys, that's it for me for today. Small red day, but hopefully we'll be back in the driver's seat soon enough. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great start to the week. I'll see you guys then next time, first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some honest trades. Actually, first thing in about 2 hours. Ciao.